Now, did you just get offered the part in Power also? Or did you have to audition for that one?
Power was, it was initially an offer for a different role back in season 1. And I met with Courtney Kemp, the show creator and producer and writer. You know, I had read the Power pilot, and I was just, after reading it, I'm like, man, this show is going to be it. So we met, and then there was a smaller part in the pilot that she offered me. And I think at the time, fortunately and unfortunately, we were still shooting the Entourage movie. So just the dates conflicted, which is something that gets me so upset because there's so many months in the year where I am not working. So to get offered like 2 good jobs that shoot at the same time, it's like, now I have to choose. If we could just spread things out, that would be fine. So it didn't work out, but Courtney said to me, you know, well, I think that you're a really talented actor. I know there's more to what you could do than like just Entourage and stuff like that. And I wanna like change some perception of you. I'm gonna write something for you and I'm gonna come back for you and I hope you say yes. And I said, sure, I've heard that lots and lots of times in my career, but thank you, it'd be great. And sure enough, a year later, she calls and says, hey, I wrote this role. It's for this criminal defense attorney who has his own shady life. And she told me who it was based on. It was based on some real stuff that happened that we were both fans of in like the kind of organized crime world I was in. But again, at the time, you know, it's a small part. It's like 2 scenes in 1 episode, and then you come back later. But she said, it's going somewhere. I have like this whole 5-year plan for the character. I said, okay, sure. I guess I believe you. And she did. She told me things she was going to do almost up until the character of Proctor's death. I don't think she fully knew how that was going to happen. But all the stuff with like the wife and his daughter and Ghost going to jail, like she told me that stuff like in season 2 or 3. Like she just knew. And I say to this day, she's maybe the only person, at least for me, who said, I'm going to write a role for you and actually did.
It's funny you say that because you're not the only person that goes through that, Jerry, was the whole you're not working for 6 months and then you get 2-3 offers at the same time and you're just like, what? Why did this happen? What is going on? The biggest dilemma I've had, and it's happened to me twice, is I got offered a movie role or shoot a pilot. And so the movie role, you know people are going to see it, but the pilot, you're like, oh, I don't want to pass up on if this show ends up being a hit. And now I'm not on it. Both times I picked a pilot, and neither pilot got picked up. I was like,
frustrating. It's so frustrating.
Yeah, Will Packer came and he offered me a part in Little. And I was like, yeah. And then he literally sent me the emoji with the hand on the face. He goes, you're not going to believe this. He goes, we can't move the schedule around. And so you got to pick. And I went, keep me in mind for the next one.
Yeah, but it's the worst. Do you like when you're making those decisions, do you feel confident that you're making the right one? Or because for me, in the few times that's happened, I'm always just like, I'm going to make the wrong decision. That's painfully obvious. And then I'm going to be sitting around for 4 months without a job saying, oh, why couldn't I have just done that here? It doesn't work that way. They always say, especially with acting, like you want to book a job, to book a vacation. Because you'll always get offered a job like right when you least expect it and are kind of least ready for it. That's usually when it comes around.
I don't overthink it. My thing is I'm a stand-up at the core. So I'm always looking at it like, will this sell more tickets as a stand-up? Will more people see me? The 2 movies I passed on, one was Little. I can't remember the other one. That was probably 6 years ago. But I don't think either of them would have like translated into, oh my God, that guy, that's his movie. And we got to go. It wasn't like a Tiffany Haddish and Girlfriends type thing.
Right. You take the bigger swing with the pilot because if that goes, you could be on the air for 3, 4, 5 years. Like it's hard to get a show on the air, but when you do, and I guess that's partly why too. I just favor television in general. First of all, I think there's great stuff on television right now. Obviously, there's great movies out there, but I think stuff on TV is great right now. And then I like the actual sense of like playing a character for 3, 4, 5 years and taking this whole journey and telling a story a little slower.